Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenny and Andy McPhee.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny and welcome to Relentless and Unstoppable. We have another amazing guest coming on the channel today, so please hit like and subscribe. And after this episode, please stay tuned to the RNU channel for more amazing guests. Let's get this on!
Hey everybody, how you doing? Just a quick little share of why I started Relentless and Unstoppable. It was for one very simple reason, because of Doug Kenny. Nothing to do with me at all, zero. I was just coaching Doug, and he took on the coaching and mentoring, and he made all the changes. He took all the suggestions from his parents as well as my coaching, but it was all about Doug, his breakthrough and his weight loss, his willingness to accept that he is dealing with high functioning autism and other issues, but he's never quit, he's never given up. So we did one interview with him to share his story, and then we decided to start interviewing other people, and Doug has now taken over the whole channel, and he does all the interviews, he runs everything. He's just an amazing young man. So RNU was born from simply what an amazing young man Doug is, and his story needed to be shared.
I'm a movie fanatic. No, 98, I get out of bed, to my big screen television set, and I watch Turner classic movies all day long.
Oh, yeah. The classics are always the best, in my opinion, not just with Disney, but my classics go back to the 80s, 70s, 50s, and beyond. You know, if I had to pick the franchises I like the best, I would say Mad Max is one of the franchises, and I would also say the Chronicles of Narnia. The original ones, anyway, were good, although the recent ones were pretty good too, but I like all that. Lord of the Rings, and, you know, I think I would also say that any Disney movie, one's like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That was good.
Yes, I love that one. I hope by now, Doug, you have something better than a worn-out old VHS. I hope you have a CD. Do you have a Blu-ray of it?
I actually do, yeah. I got a Blu-ray recently for Furiosa, which a friend of mine was actually a stuntman on, which is part of the Mad Max series, by the way. And I actually recently saw the Terminator movies for the first time with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I just remember watching it, laughing at how Arnold didn't really have to put much into his role because of his name and the fact that he was so deadpan, you know.
One interesting thing, Doug, about watching these old movies and TV shows with David is I almost have to keep pausing because David has so many stories from them. And he's met everybody and every director. For example, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, if we were watching that, I would say, okay, David, you've met Kirk Douglas, you've met Peter Lorre, you've met Paul Lucas, pretty much he has connections to everything.
Yeah, that's the beauty of film, you know, it's a whole network, you know.
Oh, indeed, yeah. You know, I made 3 films with, I guess, my best friend is an actor, Vincent Price, and I loved all 3 of them.
Yeah. Didn't Jonathan mention that you met Alec Guinness?
Oh, indeed, Alec Guinness had a lot to do with my becoming a Hollywood actor. My radio show in the BBC in England, I heard stars, and there was guests each week for half an hour every Friday. So I had interviewed Guinness in England. And then quite by accident, once I'd taken a chance and gone to Hollywood, ran into him at a hotel in Hollywood, and Alex said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I've come to be an actor." He said, "Well, oh my goodness, well," then he was so generous. He said, "Well, one can't just leave you here. He said, come to my hotel tomorrow morning. I'm flying back to England, but I'll give you 3 letters of introduction. And it was thanks to one of those letters of introduction that somebody took a chance on me and actually introduced me to the movie studio.
Oh yeah, that like your agent who you had for 30 years.
Yeah. And that was all. If I hadn't walked into the Beverly Hills Hotel at that identical moment, I would not have run into Alec Guinness again. And you and I might not be talking right now, Doug.
Yeah.
I thank Alec Guinness entirely for my career.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.